Hello everyone, and welcome to the 5th episode of our Cobblemon series. So today we're back, and we have to finish our house at some point, and I think that's something we should start doing. We have plenty of these apricorn trees, but also, apricorn trees, we have copper, but I think what we need is actually more copper, because you need copper to make Pokeballs, as in this recipe right here. Look at that, you need copper. And then there's also, like, I guess I should just look up ball, I think? Yeah, ball. Because then, like, the citrine ball also takes copper. So I think what we're going to do for now is we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a new pickaxe. Actually, a new axe, really. We need a new axe. We'll just... Do we have iron? Yeah, we have iron in here. We're just going to take that iron with us. We're going to go ahead and just make a new iron axe to start us off. And then we're going to... I think it's about to turn nighttime. I really didn't finish this at all. We'll finish this by the end of this episode, I think. Or beginning of next. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and sleep. And then we're going to head off to a cave. Or actually... There's something I remember reading about a while ago for Minecraft where you should actually, like, go in caves when it's nighttime because less mobs spawn on the surface. I mean, underground, because they spawn on the surface. There's something weird like that. I really couldn't remember what it actually was, so I'm just gonna pretend that's an actual thing, and we're gonna go ahead and go down into this cave right here. Because I think this is where we want to go. This looks like a promising cave. Hopefully. Copper doesn't spawn too far down, so what we're probably going to have to do is just hope we get lucky with our caves. And the caves don't actually go too far down, but if they do go down pretty far, honestly that's good, because we can get like diamonds or redstone or whatever. I don't know what we need for this mod pack again. I don't remember. But yeah, in the last episode, just a quick recap, we pretty much built that entire house, at least what's there, and got those apricorn trees down. We did a lot last episode, really. Or maybe the apricorn trees was the episode before. I don't remember. But basically, we got a lot done. A lot of, like pre-steps? That's not the right word. A lot of steps that we need to do before we can do more stuff, basically. So, that's something that I'm pretty proud of doing. And getting done and stuff, because I usually don't do that. I kind of just wing it. But this time I wanted to be extra sure that we had everything ready to go. And we do. So, that's that, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this coal. I think we're gonna wander around until we find some copper. Or, like, anything, honestly, besides coal. Coal's good, though, because we don't really have a lot of coal. Go ahead and put that there. Okay. This goes to the surface. That's cool, I guess. Copper. There we go. Oh, and we just got... Okay, wow. I found the copper and a whole bunch of gravel. But that's okay, we're good, we're fine. Okay, it's really not even a lot of copper, from what I can tell. Okay, there's like one more piece back here. Oh, there's two more pieces, okay, that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and just pop that down right there. Heck yeah. I love the torch thing, because if you don't know, and you just saw actually, if you put a torch underneath a like gravity block, like gravel or sand, it will actually just, every block will fall on it and break, leaving the item, which is pretty cool. it's very useful for times like that, especially when you don't have a shovel, because we don't have a shovel. So here we go. And there we go. We got 16 copper. Oh, that's not the thing I meant to throw. Got 16 copper. It's not really a lot, to be honest, but it's more than we had, so. Some iron right there. Go ahead and grab that in a second here. And what are these? A big root. I don't know what these are used for. Remedies. Don't you need that for this? No, you don't. Okay. I don't know what those are used for, to be honest, but it's also a held item, so maybe we don't have any Pokemon that steal health with moves yet, I don't think. But if we do, we can go ahead and put that on him. Oh, Dunsparce? Dang, this thing's huge. What in the world? Kinda forgot Pokemon can spawn down here. There's an emerald right there, that's cool. Alright, that is... Oh, there's more copper. I like look past this thing. Because usually I don't mind copper in a cave. But here we are. Getting a whole bunch of copper. More copper right there. I don't want to get lost. I mean, it's kind of hard to get lost in a little tiny cave. That keeps going up to dirt level, actually. So, I don't think I'll get lost. I can always... Actually, I have my map. I have a map that I can just use if I really need to. So, should be a-okay. Gonna go ahead and pop down another torch because we don't want mobs sneaking up on us. Again, we haven't seen any, which is a pretty good sign. Oh, there's... Look at that. I just had to say something about mobs, and they appeared. Oh, here's a surface cave. I think I saw this cave when I was getting apricorn logs for our house, actually. A Geodude? It is a Geodude. Another emerald. That's pretty cool. I don't really think we need these big roots at all. Like, I don't really know what they're... Like, I looked up what they're used for, and it's not really used for anything that we need, so... No point in collecting them. To be honest. I'll take the 3 I have back to base. Just throw it in a chest or something. There's a little bit that way, but I don't know if I... well, there's copper up here, so I guess we're going this way. Look at that. That's a good amount of copper, too. That should bring us to a stack. Probably just over a stack. And then we should be good to head back. I think I hear a skeleton. I do hear a skeleton. There you go. He is gone for good. Oh, there's an Enderman I about just stared at. Oh, we're back to the cave where we started. This is where we went down, and we just went down the other way. That's kind of cool. That is convenient. Well, there we go. We're back up to the surface. We got nearly a stack and a half of copper down there, which is pretty good, actually. And we can go ahead and get that smelted up. I'm going to go ahead and 21 in there. And we'll throw 21 in there. And we'll just split the other 2. Alright. So then we got that. Which I guess we'll Split like that. Perfect. Awesome. So I guess while that is cooking, we can go ahead and check our crops down here, I guess, and start harvesting some stuff. We did get some more bones, and I think I'm gonna actually turn those into bone meal. And go ahead and hit this dude. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. So yeah, let's go ahead and just harvest all of these, and then go ahead and see how many we have, and hopefully make a few more Pokeballs. Alright, so, I harvested pretty much all. It did grow back a little bit, but I have not checked actually how much I have, or like how much I got from that. Which, now that I'm looking at it, we got 36 white apricorns from that, 18 red, 18 black, only 6 blue, that's alright. 8 yellow. We got 2 more red seeds, 1 more yellow seed, 2 white, 5 black. And then from our mining trip, we got 5 emeralds, 15 iron that we'll cook up, the big root, which we'll put right there. So overall, we actually have quite a bit of like apricorns that we can use for our Pokeballs. What I want to do is get this ready. We need redstone or that a glow ink sac, which I think actually shouldn't be too hard to get. I think they can spawn in the ocean. Not mistaken. Do we have a deep ocean somewhere? There's one over here, I think, right? Oh, there's one out here. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do real quick is we're going to try and make a Pokédex. So what we need to do is I need to go out into this ocean and try and find a glow squid and get the glow ink sacs from it. Because that is the only way, without going even deeper into the ground, that I can get the, Gosh, I'm getting distracted because I'm grabbing this wood. It's the only way that we can make the Pokédex, unless we were to go underground and find the redstone, or go to the nether, pretty much. I think this is going to be the easiest way to do it. I'm not actually sure if it's going to spawn. Deep ocean is out here, so yeah, I will be back, hopefully with a glow ink sac. Okay, so, this is a bit different and a bit, strange scenario of where I am right now, and it kind of looks weird. Oh, I thought that was a diamond. I didn't realize that was deep slate emerald. Oh. Oops. Anyways, I got a sunstone, which is, it can be used to evolve some Pokemon. Really, the only Pokemon I know that evolves from it is Sunkern. I really don't know what other Pokemon evolve from it, to be honest. And then we got a couple Thunderstones, which could be cool. And we got ink sacs actually down here. I was just following a random cave. Oh, there's more diamonds. And there's just some ink sacs at the bottom of this thing, because I gave up on ink sacs, to be honest, and was going for redstone. And, yeah, the ink sacs were just at the bottom of this cave. So that's kind of cool. Oops. That's rare, I think. But, I'm gonna grab it anyways, because, you know, emeralds. Woo. Oops. Plus, I don't really care about rare blocks in this game. If I need it, I'm gonna take it. So, dang, that's a lot of diamonds, though. By the time we get back to our base, though, most of that copper should be done, I think. Oh, there's redstone right here, too. Which is gonna be good, because then we can, you know, get that, those Pokeballs made and stuff. I don't really know why I'm going deeper into the cave. Because, like, I already got what I need. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. There is a mine shaft down here, though. That's good to know. There's diamonds. No, I'm crazy. Alright. So, yeah. We're gonna head back up to the surface and go ahead and make a Pokédex. So, yeah. I'll see you up there. So, apparently, all caves lead back to this one area, for what I can tell. Because I just came up from this side, from where I just was. And we're back at the house, which is kind of crazy. Considering I started mining somewhere down there. I like went in a cave down there or something. But yeah, that's actually good because now we're in loaded chunks for that. So as I was coming back up, I actually ended up finding 2 more stones. There's a Dawn Stone, which I have no idea what it evolves, and same with the Shiny Stone. No idea what it evolves Pokemon into. But we got him, you know. Ooh, go us. Alright. Let's go ahead and stash some of this stuff away. Honestly gonna make a new chest. Because, starting to get a lot of stuff. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put our stones in there. Yeah, put our stones in there. Put some blocks in there that we don't need. Awesome sauce. We can actually... What do we need? Stairs? We'll go ahead and turn all of these into stairs. That's 16 more stairs that we can use to do this. I put all of our dirt away. Oops. Here we go. Awesome. So yeah, while that iron's cooking, which we don't really actually need it for the Pokédex, because we already have plenty. We already have like a stack of iron. Just more than enough than what you need. That's kind of annoying. Oops. So basically, what we're gonna need to do, first off, we're gonna go and break that again, just cause we need sand. Okay, anyways, I keep getting distracted. Alright, so the Pokédex requires 2 apricorns. That's your coloring, basically. So instead of red, I think we're gonna do blue. It requires 1 of those 5 items on screen in the little box. 4 iron, and 2 copper. So we actually have all of that on us except for the apricorns. Which, here we go, we're gonna take the blue ones. And now, like that. 3 iron there and there. Copper right there, and there we go. Researcher recruit. Which is just craft a Pokédex, I guess. And now it shows all of the Pokemon that we've seen, that like encountered. And it's now in here. So like we have our Piplup, and it gives like Pokédex entry. You can make the sound of it, I think. Yeah. Oh, like different poses. That's kind of cool. It's different abilities that it can have. Its weight, stats, and all that, and like what it can drop, which is kind of cool. But yeah. So some of these Pokemon aren't in the game. That's why there's like X's on it and stuff. But that's alright. They'll get added eventually, I hope. So let's all the way down here. Should be. Here's the Dracloak. Oh, if you don't catch it, you don't get any information on it. That kind of sucks, but have it registered at least. Here's Wattrel. What's it make? Okay, Wattrel just doesn't make noise. That's cool. High speed. Yeah. So yeah, that's the Pokédex. It's pretty much. It's not very useful, but that's pretty much all it does for us. And with that being said, though, unfortunately, although we didn't do a lot, I think that is where we're going to leave off. Next episode, we're definitely going to try and catch a new Pokemon and maybe train up our Pokemon a little bit more. Try and get them to level up a bit. I don't even think this is going to give Watchel the level. It doesn't. That's level 40. But yeah. Trying to get our Pokemon leveled up more. So then we can actually evolve and get more Pokemon. Speaking of more Pokemon, I looked back on a few comments I've received. One in particular was just listing off Pokemon, and I thank you for that. It is the two I saw that I think I'd be interested in trying to get was the Galarian Farfetch'd, which is like a fighting type, I think. Fighting bird, which is pretty cool. I don't think it's actually a flying type, though. I'm not sure. I know it's a fighting type for sure, which would be a pretty good matchup. And he looks cool. Not really sure if he's in the game, but if he is, then try and go for him. And a Blaziken, which is the final evolution of another starter in the game. And it's a fighting and fire type, actually. So I'm not sure which of the two I'll go for. But obviously we're gonna have to like find it. Find one of them or two of them. But that's a task for another time. But that's just some of the Pokemon that were recommended that we try and catch and add to our party. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one, and hopefully we get a bit more done. Thank you. Bye.